for $16 million. Who did the valuation? Now again, to the developers and to the realtors, especially to the realtors, in business, there's something called customer compliance. To give a compliant review from the commodity they purchased from you or from houses you are selling to them is overpriced and they are poorly built. So all you have to do, take this compliance.
All right. Have you heard everything the guy has mentioned? That is Nigerian real estate really overpriced compared to the US? We need to break this down because I believe there is something we need to understand about Nigeria and there's something we need to understand about US. I've got several clients for the past 7 years in this business, and I can tell you that a lot of clients keep talking about that a lot of people are saying real estate in Nigeria is way expensive compared to the US. So in this video, I just want to give you a little analysis of what I understand about US real estate and then Nigerian real estate. Then if you're in the US, you can come along, let's talk about this more. Or you're in Nigeria, or you're a Nigerian in the US and you want us to really talk about this, you're free to drop your comments just after watching this video. Now, the first on my list is land ownership in Nigeria is true wealth, and I will explain that. Unlike the US, where most owners rely on mortgages in buying land or property, in Nigeria, most times what is available is off-plan. You pay small, or you pay outright, and you take full ownership of the land with no debt. Now, that is number one. Secondly, the tax in Nigeria is minimal compared to the kind of tax you pay in the US, which is no doubt. In US, thousands of dollars are put into properties in terms of tax. But in Nigeria, minimal tax is being paid, at least that I know of, yearly for your house, which is very minimal. Thirdly, high ROI and demand. You cannot compare properties in Nigeria that is on a very high demand with properties in the US. You can build blocks of apartments as much as 100 units and you get sold out in Nigeria even before US. Why do you think that is possible? Because we have a lot of Nigerians who understand that owning a property in Nigeria is like you're just owning it forever. And owning property in the US, most times it's mortgage, and if you can't meet up, you know what happened. So these things are very real. So this number 3 is basic. When you get a property, whether in Lekki, in Ekpe, in Abuja, in Owerri, these properties are set to appreciate sometimes with more than 50%, 100% annually. And this performance is huge. And this has also outperformed many properties in the US market. Number 4, rental yields are higher in Nigeria. Trust me. While you're renting your house in the US and you're renting your house in Nigeria, the amount you will be getting every month is different with less government interference. So when you talk about US, you're talking about Nigeria. You have to put all these things into consideration. And the 5th one, which is like the final one I really want to talk about here today, is simple. But before then, if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button below. Turn on your notification bell to get notified on each download post right under Hatala TV. Follow us up on all of our social media platforms and make sure you stay tuned to enjoy a lot more. Anyway, let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk about the last one, and I have a few things to tell you about what this guy said. See you there. Welcome back. Right, the final thought here is that yes, I know price seems very high in Nigeria compared to the US, but smart investors will know that real estate is not about the cost today but tomorrow. They aren't sleeping on this. We have a lot of investors who have invested millions, billions, and they are cashing out real good. Only in Lagos you will get landlord who is uneducated. He can't even read or write, but he has a lot of properties. He wakes up in the morning to play draft. It's not working, and it's enjoying every part of real estate. Don't ever think missing the value of real estate would make you millions easily. Nowhere in the world like Nigeria. So now let's talk about what this guy said. He mentioned 2 things that I think are very important to us realtors. He mentioned realtors and to clients. About poorly built homes. I'm a no to poorly built homes. I've done several trainings in this field because I believe knowing a lot about buildings would help me know which of these buildings are actually very good for clients. Now, in Nigeria and US, the method of building is quite different. Most properties in US they use wood to build them. Most properties in Nigeria, in fact all properties in Nigeria, they use blocks to build, and then some use bricks. But the materials they use are quite different. If you look at US, they use rebar, they use loma, they use concrete, they use fly mud, they use bricks, they use stucco, and so many other things. But Nigeria, we are used to cement, granite, we are used to sharp sand, iron rod, wall construction, roofing, and so many other things. So you need to know that the materials that we use are quite different, and it is no joke that some developers truly build houses that are not okay. So what he's saying on poorly built homes, my dear, I totally agree to this. It is a no-no for any investor, because when you get a poorly built house, in a few years time the house will start maybe breaking and you will not enjoy the house. I know some houses like that, but I can't recommend it. I know some developers who can do that, but I can't recommend it. But I know some developers who are strict at building quality even before they earn. And I can tell you that this business, real estate, some developers have run away from the business because some have lost over the years. This is one truth you might not hear anywhere, and that's because in a twinkle of 5 years, cement that used to be 3,000 naira is almost eating 10,000 naira per bag. And some of them have collected money for 2 years building, 1 year building, and it's difficult to deliver that house. Because where would they get the remaining balance after sketching a cost? Some have even run away from the business. Some have refunded money for the business because they can't cope. Some are still struggling in the business. So while you are watching this, I want you to pay attention to every details I'll be giving to you, because before the end of this video, I want to share major things you should check. There are some people who are grounded in this business and they wouldn't want their images to be jeopardized. Please learn how to get the right information before you get a property, so that you don't get properties that are poorly built. It's like a waste of money. Secondly, when we talk about poorly built homes, most times they are way cheaper than what is in the market. It's simple. They're very attractive. When you see them, you want to rush them. And when you see properties like that, I want to urge you to please use professionals. Don't just say, my brother say, my uncle say, my auntie say. Sometimes it's for their own benefit. So you have to be smart about that. Use professionals to check this property you really love, ask questions, and then make your decisions as fast as possible. Now, let's go to the overpriced aspect he mentioned. Yes, I agree. Some properties are actually overpriced, while some properties haven't done a lot of costs. Some developers can't even bring out a 5 million of building a full-blown estate after suffering for almost 2 years. You can't say your profit in this business is 5 million. I'll break it down. You costed to build a house, to build a bungalow for 20 million. Before the end of building that bungalow, the cost of building the house has shot up to 35 million or 40 million. Would your client give you back the 35 million? I know a very good developer that did something that shocked me. He used his money to complete a full house, and I can tell you that this really shocked me, just because he doesn't want to ask his client more money. And he delivered the house, and the clients were happy. They were living in it, not knowing that he used his own money to complete the house. I have to be very frank here and very real. So if you see a house that is good and you feel it's overpriced, this is simple. Try and get a land that you think is within your budget, and then build it. Get a good builder. We have good builders we can recommend to you. Get a good builder and build it. But I can bet you that builder, before the end of that project, even if it's a 1 year project or a 1 year 6 month project or a 2 years project, the builder will come back to you that prices has changed. And if it's not, come to me. I'll give you 1 million. And I mean it. So that is all I have to say in this episode. Welcome to another nice episode of HTH Talk, and I hope you really enjoyed it. Well, before you say anything, the comment section is wide open for you to drop your comments. Tell us how you feel about the Nigerian real estate properties. Are they overpriced? Can you compare them to US? Is it okay to compare Nigeria and US? Is it okay to compare the Nigerian real estate and Nigerian US? Well, I need to hear your comment at the comment section box right now. Anyway, if you think you like this video, do a thumbs up by liking this video. Remember to share, remember to comment, remember to drop a lot of comments, likes, and we have our Instagram page where we post every day. So please go there, follow the page, turn on notification bell, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now to this YouTube channel, turn on notification bell so that anytime we drop a good video like this, you can get notified. This is a very interesting episode, and I hope you don't miss the next episode. We have a playlist right on our YouTube where we have all of these episodes. So I want to encourage you viewers, go there. If you are clients, you are viewers, you are prospects, go there and watch it. I'm sure you will so love a lot to be seeing there. All right, see you in our next video. Bye. I love you.